the sequence. What we're going to be looking at is how you can log on and just a quick navigation of what is in the system and where you might find things. I will go into detail in other videos along the line to let you know a little bit more about how the system works and how you can use it to support your son. The first thing is that you should be sent soon in the post a username and a password, and also on the site that we have for digital learning there is a connection to the Hero login, which should be a screen that looks a bit like the one that you see now. In that you need to put your username, which is usually the surname and the first name of your son or daughter, and the password should be provided so you can see what you need to log on. In this case I'm going to use a test student and the password put in, and if I log in, hopefully it will get me into your login. You know it's your login because it says Carer login, and the Carer login is basically the site that is very similar to your child's work but slightly different in the sense that it doesn't have my groups and you can't log on work. But basically you know you're in that right place because it says there Carer login. The other bit there, it will tell you who your student is, who your son and daughter is, and basically you have these things called home. When you press on home, it just brings you back to the home page, and you've got a logout page as well, which is where you just want to log out when you finish your session. There are three main tabs here which are really important, and the three main tabs are projects, progress, and my work plan. My work plan is probably the first place to look at because it shows your son's work they've done. And basically in this case you have your work plan, which are either online projects or lab projects. The online projects are projects which are not actually from the school and could be from the community in general, and the lab projects mean school projects, and these are the ones that are given to your son and daughter by the teachers in the school. Now I will be talking a little bit later about how you access those projects or how you see what's inside them, but what we're going to look at today is just basically a navigation. So this is where you find your projects. If you go to progress is really interesting because it allows you to find how well your son and daughter is doing, or where you might get in to assess some of their work as part of the work plan. Again, I will be talking in more detail how that happens later. Student assessments. This shows you the list of assessments that will be coming through that have been sent by the student when they've worked from their project, and they can self-evaluate them, and I'll be talking about that in a minute, but this is where you find those assessments. So before they go to the teacher to be marked, both the student and the parent can support each other by self-evaluating the work. We also have another interesting part here that I want to look at is my standards, which basically show you the standards that the student has been awarded, and you can find that in different contact areas. Again, I'll go through that in a bit more detail when we start to look at the workflows and assessment. My artifacts is really important because this allows you to see all the work that your son or daughter has done during the whole of the time they've been at the school, since the actual system has been used. What you'll find here is there's many different places that you can find the work, and it will time date all of that work, so you have a digital portfolio which stays with your son or daughter all the way through the school. The other little part is what we call projects, and simply this is where we would find, and it's not being used too much at the moment, but you'll be able to find all the other projects that have not been awarded from the school. So there could be community projects that your son and daughter could actually access and do just for the fun of it, or it could be some projects that you want to do. Again, it's just an area that you can go into different subjects and you can find some projects just to try and play with. I hope this has been helpful. This is just a navigation of the system and to get you into it. We will be having more detailed videos underneath this one, which will allow you to be more specific in how you want to support your son or daughter. Thank you very much for your time.